artfulstampin.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK, and I love showing people how to use Stampin' Up! Products. I love to inspire you all and help you get the most out of your goodies. So I'm just trying to see if I can, oh there we go, I couldn't see myself then, but there we go, there I am. So hello everybody, welcome. Hi Wendy, hi Martina, Christina, who's there, Lorraine, Christine, great to see you. Right, so I want to, as best as possible, keep this as masculine as possible, but I am going to very quickly just cut out a couple of these, or 3 of these poppies that I've stamped onto some masked paper. And then also I was thinking that poppies don't necessarily have to be red. I was talking to Tom earlier and I said, oh, what should I do for my video? And he said, oh, we've got Remembrance Day coming up in the UK. So I thought, yes, I would definitely, I was thinking of doing something with poppies this week, just to remember those who have fallen in wars and so on, and are still falling in wars across the world. I know for some people they like to wear a white poppy to symbolise peace. So I don't, you know, I don't have, it doesn't have to be red every single time. And then I was thinking also about how actually guys do like flowers. There are some guys who do like flowers, and how we can kind of keep, you know, the beautiful flower emblems, but keep them fairly masculine or graphic rather than going too pinky and, you know. And of course there are people who just like that style. So when I talk about making a masculine card, it doesn't necessarily mean making a card for a man. It's just making one in a style that I would associate with being slightly more masculine. So that's what we're going to do tonight, guys. Apart from that, I'm really not quite sure what I'm going to do. So I have got a piece of cardstock here, and yeah, as I said, really not quite sure where I'm going with it. Hi Glenna, Icelandic poppies are yellow. Oh yes, and Welsh poppies are yellow as well. We have lots of yellow poppies come up for us in my garden. They just self-seed and they pop up in cracks everywhere. You just don't know where they're going to turn up, which is quite fun, because I guess they self-seed every year, and you know, you just don't know where the seeds have fallen, do you, and where they will grow. So I have various yellow poppies that pop up around the place. I'm yet to kind of cultivate. I really would love a really nice poppy in my garden, but I've never got around to doing that. The other thing I wanted to play with was sort of positionings and sort of creating cards very simply and quickly. I don't want to be on here too long tonight, guys, so this might be a slightly shorter video than normal. So let's just have a look. So I'm thinking we'll just kind of stamp almost 4 cards in one go and see what happens. So I have got black here, but I'm wondering whether to actually start with a dark colour, but a colour rather than a shade, a black as it were. So just realised I haven't got my cloths ready, so I'm just pouring a little bit of my drink into my cloth box. Hi Tashana, hi Jackie, hi Deborah, Denise, Lois from USA. Hello Lois. Excuse me. Okay, so let's grab some Misty Moonlight. I'm just cleaning off the ink that I had on there prior, because it was not the correct colour. So, Lois, is this your first time on one of my lives? Okay, so the helpful thing about cutting several masks is that you can then build up your images. So yeah, no, the water, I just took a swig and then the water went down the wrong way. I'm okay. Okay, so you can mask off an area and then you can stamp again. There we go. And actually, no, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to work on 2 in one go. Right. Let's get these masks on in the right place. Ooh. There we go. Right, and then the other colour I pulled out was Pretty Peacock. And I did actually grab some other textures. And sometimes it is nice just to limit your palette a little bit and see what happens. So I'm wondering whether to use some of this in the background. And also I've got some Forever Fern, because I thought that might be quite nice as well. It's been a while since I've paired these two together, really. Okay, right, looking good so far. I've still got my pale blue here, and I'm wondering if I would like to put a few of these poppies in the background, but I don't want to ink up the whole stamp. I'm just going to ink up half of it. Okay, so I'm only inking up half. It's just nice to have those delicate flowers coming out. Oh, I inked up the wrong side. Never mind. Oh, I like that. I'm going to get brave now. I'm like, ooh, what else can we put on there? Because it's still the pale blue. So it's just a very delicate image in the background. Nothing too in your face, not yet. I want to kind of do that with the leaves. Okay, and then just going to clean off the ink from there. And I'm just going to ink up the flower and the bud there, because that's all I want to have showing. So remember, you don't have to, just because the stamp is designed in one great big image, you don't have to use all the image in one go. You can just choose different aspects of it. We've just got, you know, a little bit going on. So now, am I going to spoil it by adding some leaves? I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I just really love these leaves, and because they are, what's the word I want? Distinctive stamps. They're very detailed. As my teamie Wendy was pointing out in her first ever video. If you guys didn't catch that, I did post it on my page today on YouTube. If you haven't checked out Wendy's video, please do. It's her first ever Stampin' Up video. It's our dear Wendy from here, and I'm so proud of her. She did such a marvellous job. So if you like the video, do share and subscribe to it, to her channel. She could do with a few more followers, you know. I forgot to do the stamping off. Hi, Janet. That's better. I've only just started, Reet. You're fine. Oh, it's very delicate, isn't it? I'm liking it. Now I'm wondering now whether to go in with some yellow for the poppies. But before I do that, I'm going to use the splatter stamp. Oh no, totally deserved one. You did a lovely job, and you sounded just so friendly and natural. It was lovely. Right. Hi, Julie Parker. My mum loved blue and flowers. Oh, there we go. So if you just tap on Wendy's... Oh, actually, Wendy, did you create a new channel? I'll pop the link for her video in a second. Okay, so I'm wondering now, do I just be brave, take these masks off, and then put some yellow over the top of these? Hi, Janice. You sound like Esther today. I think it was because I took a swig of my water earlier and I coughed a little bit and I sound a bit huskier. Is that what it is? I actually really like it in the white. Oh, it's peeled off a little bit of the paper because it's a new mask, but that is so pretty. I really like that. That is going to look just beautiful as a card. But I do want to put some yellow. I think it'll work. I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the yellow first, because then by masking off after, it means that you'll miss that. Yeah, it will change the look of it slightly. Oh well, you only learn these things as you do them, okay? So I know sometimes you guys look at me and you think, oh, Ruth always gets it perfect. I don't. Sometimes it takes a bit of practice and just playing and figuring out what would look better. Oh, love it. Love that. There was me saying I don't want to go all feminine. Oh, for goodness sake, Ruth. You've gone and done it, haven't you? I can't even keep to my own rules. Oh, well, stuff that. That's not masculine. Ah, dear. Right. Start again. I mean, some men might not mind it. Oh, brilliant, Karen. It's very enjoyable. Okay, let's try and make this more masculine this time. So less flowers next time, Ruth. Honestly. Hi Kay. How do you get a new colour on some words? You can't really. You can do emojis. Some people have, so they're people who are administrators on my channel. So that's Esther and Kay. So when you see their names, you'll see them in blue, but that's because they're administrators. But oh, sometimes you can try and tag people. Anna knows how to do it. Anna, Paper Dreamer, she knows how to do that. Where you sorry, I just noticed there's a hair somewhere on this stamp. Something's not stamping quite correctly. It's from Painted Poppies, Julie. Dunno. Okay, Ruth, try and keep this a bit more masculine this time. Come on. Oh, dear me. Right, let's do these 3 first, and then we'll go from there. Oh, I see, is it? So what do you do? Do you do the @ sign, or how do you do it? Right, let's start again. So it's only someone's name anyway. It's not like you can actually highlight certain words, is it? Okay, right. And what am I going to do now? I thought if I could stamp some kind of stripy... Oh, there's the wood grain. What about that texture? That's like a stripe, isn't it? Do that in a bit of misty moonlight. Hi, Cindy. Didn't notice Cindy come in. Jackie, hello. Bonnie, KB. Okay, so I find doing sort of just keeping straight lines on masculine cards helps. So because this tree trunk has kind of got lines in it, I'm going to go with that. Even though they do look a little bit ethereal. Okay, let's move these over. Actually, before I move them, I'm going to get my little blendy brush. And there's a little bit of ink still on the mask, so I'm just going to do that because you see where it's not stamped quite up to the line there. There we go. See, now this is what I meant about if I stamp the yellow first and then the image, then that way I've got the blue going over the top of it, so it highlights the actual flower a little bit better. And it's little things like that that you can only really learn by doing them and having a play and understanding how layers work. And that kind of thing. Oh, I've got ink coming off my fingers everywhere. Sheila's been repackaging meat for the freezer. Oh, well done, Sheila. Do you buy in bulk quantities or something? Oh, if anyone's got a good ramen recipe, can I let me know? Not for the noodles, but more for the soup. I have watched a video because I have some pig trotters in my freezer, and apparently pig trotters are really good for making the broth for the ramen. And my kids will eat that, whereas they won't eat pig trotters. Okay, so I'm missing but I call this the burlap stamp. I keep sticking my fingers in this ink pad, so that's not very good, is it? Right, done-ish. What about there? Right, let's try and keep this masculine, Ruth. Now, come on, you can do it. Just needs a little bit of foliage. Don't go crazy. Keep it simple, and we should be all right. Hi, Zoe. Pig's feet is not my favourite food. That's okay. I think you and a lot of people think that too. Right, so this time I'm going to make sure that I keep the leaves in a north-south position rather than a all over the place position. Oh, poops! I've just realised I've forgotten I haven't got a mask on there. Silly woman. I'm going to have to stamp one and stick it on top, aren't I? Or I'm just going to do away with that one. We won't talk about this one. Okay, let's just cut it up and get rid of the other one. It really is not your night tonight. It really isn't my night tonight. Is that what you meant to say, Reet? Oh, you had slow roast brisket. Oh, very nice. Yeah, it can be fixed. Just keep stamping, eh? Just keep stamping, just keep stamping. Right, let's give this a little wee cut. See what we end up with. Bulgogi. What's a bulgogi? What cuisine is that? Sounds Polish, but I could be completely wrong. Spicy pork bulgogi. Please tell us the ingredients. We do like our food on this channel. Right, so this is the one that I messed up, but we'll keep it for now. Oh, Korean! Nice. Okay, so these are the more feminine ones. Don't know, is that masculine enough? I guess it could be. Okay, right. Let's do something else. I fancy just doing red and like black and grey. Just keep it a really simple colour palette. So what sort of spices are in that dish then? I mean, I imagine it's got chilli because you're going to get heartburn from the cheese, from the dairy. Well, eat something acidic, quick, to balance it. Chili paste, garlic, onions, sesame oil and mushrooms with thinly sliced pork. What sort of cut? Because I've got some belly pork in my freezer. You can get it ready made in a jar. Glenna, come on. Come on, I thought you were a good Chinese girl. You don't make things out of jars, do you? Okay, so I'm just going to put these colours to the side because I'll do a bit of a review of the colours I used, but we'll go keeping it nice and very graphic, I think, in our colour scheme. Okay, right, start again. We'll go with this is basic grey. So I'm making sure I'm inking it up really well. Not sure if it's dark enough for me. Oh, now the thing to remember with this stamp set, you have to push it well into the block. And also check that you're not pushing too hard and getting the middle by accident. Spaghetti squash with a marinara sauce. Ooh. That sounds yum. It's only Tuesday morning here and you're talking about food to make you hungry. Well, it's nearly lunchtime, Kay. I think I prefer the black. Right, where are my little masks gone? I didn't have them all on my table. Where they all disappeared to? Oh, there they are. Put them somewhere safe. Okay, right, I want to really grungy this up. So I was going to ask the same thing, Mary Hulk. What's a sadza? The splotty stamp is so versatile. It is, isn't it? Very. And I'm thinking actually now to use it on the... Ooh. Oops. I meant to use it on the basic grey. So just giving that a wee bit of a clean off. So let's get some leaves on here. I'm going to do a few in grey and then I'm going to go for it and do some in black. Oh no, I've gone and done that thing where I've done it more like a flower arrangement, but never mind. I think because this is going to go very black, I might be able to get away with it. Oh, that sounds delicious, Cindy. Oh, your husband's from Zimbabwe, then yeah, that makes sense. So for those of you watching the replay and you're thinking, who is Ruth talking to? Just hit that chat button because we've got 59 people in here and a lot of them are talking to each other about food. So if you ever want to catch me on the live, then make sure you've subscribed and you hit that bell button. And then if for whatever reason it still doesn't, you just still don't get a notification, if you use WhatsApp, you can give me a message me or email me on ruthtrice@gmail.com and I will add you to a notification broadcast. So when I send out the notification broadcast, no one else can see your phone number, only I get to see your phone number. Oh yeah, peanut and chicken stews, yeah. Sure. Really yum. Although I have to say, I was brought up in Africa till I was 9 and we didn't tend to eat, I didn't eat many peanut stews. We ate other types of stew. And yeah, but we used to love eating freshly picked peanuts though. We used to boil them and eat them. Hi Cindy. Oh, so you're having ramen for dinner? What, you're ordering it in or you're cooking it? I was just talking about cooking ramen. Oh, Tom and I went to this so-called Japanese restaurant near where, well, not near where we live, but in the town somewhere to near where we live. And we were so disappointed. We went to the, rare night out. This was a few years ago though. Rare night out. And we went and I said, oh, let's go to this Japanese place. And I chose the ramen, but the soup was so salty and was not like meaty or unctuous. It was just salty. And I thought, I don't know much about Japanese food, but I'm sure it's not meant to taste like this. There we go. Doesn't that look good? So by stamping your splats first, you see, you end up with just kind of viewing the colour there, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's do this other side now. And I'm thinking I'm going to introduce a little bit of green into this, just to have it in the background. Oh, Ruth, come on. It's really tricky to figure out where you're meant to put it now, because is that it? Oh yeah, is that it? I can't see the pattern on it anymore because I've completely covered it with the grey. Hi Linda! Ramen is not Japanese. Oh, Linda would know, everybody. Okay, so where did ramen come from then? Is that a Chinese and Japanese fusion then? Oh, come on, Linda, you need to tell us all about ramen. Linda's husband is Japanese, everybody, so that's how Linda is the authority on this subject. Right, let's get some green in here. There's a little bit of old olive. So instead of having black in the background, I'm just going to go with a green and see what life it takes on by doing it this way. Yes, that's what I had in my head, Remembrance Day. And the green kind of reminds me of the army. Lindy, you better have your computer back for the lesson. Okay, so I'm going to be good now. I'm going to try and keep these north, south and east and west rather than going every which way. Just keeping the shapes or the lines very up and down and side to side rather than spraying, okay? Misty Moonlight would be great for the RAF. Yes, it would. Who just said that? Oh no, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to do with that colour. Ah, I did wonder that. So it's a bit of a fusion-y food, really. I did eat an amazing bowl of ramen when I was in New York. Oh my goodness. So good. But I think the trick is the broth. It's all in making sure you've boiled the pig. Right, I'm just going to look for another texture that's it's kind of masculine. Oh, I could do a cross. Just have that in the background there. So you know the steam buns that you get in the Japanese restaurants? Were they a Chinese sort of rip-off as well? You know, like the pao buns? Or bao buns? Or the dim sum? Yes, that's what I was thinking, Deborah Smith. So I've got the little stamp hoop here. Dim sum is Korean. Oh. What the origins are, even though the Chinese obviously use it, serve it a lot now. I guess those I suppose it's like saying, okay, if, like there are similar foods in Europe, you know, regionally they're going to be similar. I was going to say similarizations, but that's not the right word. I mean, you know what I mean? Similarities between various things. Like there's hummus across the whole of the Middle East going into Greece and, you know, Iran, you know, Turkey, you know, everyone has their own version of hummus. Oh, Lorraine says Chinese. Okay. Right, should we see what they look like then, guys? This bit's always the exciting bit. Ah, no, maybe I'll just leave it. Elizabeth Chong said her dad brought dim sum to Oz from China. Okay. I'm going to put this back because I've just had a quick look at it. And there's not enough definition, I don't think, around that flower. So we're going to close this off. Yeah, also I used basic grey for those flowers and black for these ones, so that's also going to make it a bit different as well. Yeah, so for 11th of November we have Remembrance Day, but you have, what do you call it in Germany, Martina, your celebrations? The end of, well, ours was the end of the First World War, but we celebrate Armistice Day. Oh, some more leaves. Might just do a few more leaves. Oh, and some splatters. I forgot to do splatters. Oh, I just remembered I was going to just keep it very straight, this one, but oh well. Never mind. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Okay, are we ready? That was me saying I was going to have a quick lesson today, and then I've still done an hour. It just absorbs you, doesn't it? It draws you in, stamping. Right, I think we're going to have to do something about those centres. They're not dark enough, are they? But I've got the perfect stamp for that middle there. Okay, so I made the mistake, so don't make that mistake, guys. If you do this technique, don't stamp in basic grey, the poppies. Stamp them in black. Okay? But I do have the gorgeous To a Wild Rose. And look, you've got that lovely fuzzy centre there. So we'll just do that and be happy with it. Take care, Janet. There we go. Fixed it. No, look, my fingers are not clean. Look. Unless they're dirty like this all the time. There we go. I'm happy now. Happy stamping. Right, let's cut these up, see what they look like. Now I'm going to cut a little bit off the top and a bit off the bottom of this one, because it just doesn't feel right just to cut a bit off one end. Hi Dana Kennelly. My daughter's put a digital down on it. Oh, Amanda, that's wonderful. If you guys don't follow Amanda and her daughter on Etsy, what's the name of your shop again, please, Amanda? Just do the name of your shop and people can go to Etsy and have a look at your cards. Amanda's daughter does the most beautiful illustrations. You need to get a metric trimmer. Do you not have the Stampin' Up one then? Miss Anna. No, I'm just seeing if I've got any black or dark grey cut pieces, but I haven't. So I'm just going to use the, I've got some Mossy Meadow here. So there we go. That looks much nicer with a darker border on it. So I've got that one and that one. Now, there's a little bit of a grey leaf sneaking on here. See that? So I think just to even it out, because I obviously didn't think about what it was going to look like, I'm just going to even it out a little bit by stamping some grey leaves on the other side. You know, not too many, just so it doesn't look like I made a mistake. You know what I mean? There we go. There we go. I think that looks better now, doesn't it? So I've got this one. Now this one feels like it needs something more. Okay, I'm happy with that now. Okay, so there's that one. And then that one. What size have I cut the pieces? Basically, it's half your normal card size wherever you are in the world. Where are you from, Kay? Are you from the UK or are you from America? Okay, so let me just go over what I used for these then. So I used Poppy Parade with the splatter stamp from Painted Poppies. So I stamped that first and stamped and stamped and turned it around to get those different kind of shadings. Then I stamped the poppy in black. I wasn't so happy with the poppy in grey over there, so I wouldn't do that. I'd stamp it in the black. Masked it off, then stamped with Textured Essentials, that one there and that one. And then also a couple of the ferns from Forever Fern and with a splatter stamp. And then for those two, at the last minute, I added that cross from His Love and also the word hope. Okay, so yes, I know it's 4 stamp sets, but I'm hoping that some of you may have a couple of these already. Now, if you want to shop with me, all you need to do is click on the link below. All right, so please just see all the links below and they will take you directly to my shop. And the other ones that I worked on were, okay, so let's see what they look like. Let's see if I can find some pretty peacock to stick those behind. Oh, I don't have any cut. Oh. Just grab a Pacific Point instead. Okay. So that, oh no, hold on, which was the first one? Oh, right. We went a little bit too feminine with the first ones. So that one. So stamped the poppy in Daffodil Delight and then stamped over the top with Pretty Peacock. Okay, and then Seaside Spray for some of those background images as well. And then that's one, that's a bit more white space to that one. So super pretty though. Make a lovely birthday card or encouragement card. Oh look, I managed to get a boo-boo on there already. Okay, so now this one, I forgot, I started stamping the leaves and forgot I needed to mask them off. So whoopsie-doo. There we go. That's that one. Which now on hindsight, on hindsight, I would have clustered those a little bit closer together. I don't like them being so sort of free running over there. So, but anyway, it was just a bit of a process. It was good to just do the process to see how it would work, and then have a play. Hi Wanda. Oh yes, please do. Now if you want to see the chat, just rewind immediately rather than going out and coming back in, because then you'll lose the chat. But anyway, the chat usually appears after a couple of days. So guys, do remember, if you'd like to support my channel, you can always super chat me or PayPal if you can't shop with me. And of course, if you shop with me, please go and get the current host code, which I am about to share. I have created it, but I haven't shared it. And please use the current host code, because then I send you a thank you card the following month. So you won't hear from me as soon as you place your order, but you will hear from me in the following month, and you get a thank you card, and you also get some vouchers. So also, I've newly instigated with my team. My teamies are going to start getting rewards as from this new Stampin' Up year. So if you decide to actually join my team, I also reward my team. So for certain things that they do. And I run a lovely, very friendly team of stampers. And basically, from people who just love to shop Stampin' Up and like to get some extra products in what they do. Oh, Wanda, you sweetheart. You didn't have to do that straight up. You're so kind. And what was I going to say? Yes, we're always happy to welcome new team members. And if you'd like to sell products, if you'd like to share some of the Stampin' Up products with your friends and try and get a little bit of an income for yourself, then please do talk to me, because I've been doing this a while now, and I might not do it all perfectly, but I certainly know where to get the information from to help you, and you will have me as a cheerleader. I will cheerlead you all the way. So do let me know. It's a new month. Time to... Oh, thank you, Wanda. Well, you'll be getting your special video. So everybody who super chats me, PayPals, or shops with me, or is in my team, they get a free extra video from me. So I will pester Ian about it tomorrow. Oh, you forgot how to do the host code. Anna, all you do is you go to create a workshop order. So you go to orders, create workshop order, and then as soon as that new window pops open, there's a little button that says create host code, and you just press that. Okay, so that's a little tip for you demonstrators out there, how to create your host codes. Right, there we go. Yes, pester Ian. You know, Ian likes being pestered. Yes. Right, lots of love to you all. Great to see you guys after the weekend, and keep stamping, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. And I will try and put the list of all the ingredients for these cards in the link in the description box. Okay? Lots of love, everyone. Bye.